In this video, we're going to have a look at the forthcoming retirement of Microsoft's PL-100 Microsoft Power Platform App Maker exam. Hello, I'm Philip Burton of idodata.com. The PL-100 is the second of Microsoft's certifications regarding the Power Platform. So the first one is the PL-900, which looks at the fundamentals, what is able to be done. The PL-100 actually allows you to do them. So if I click on this link, which goes to the Microsoft website, you can see that the PL-100 is for you if you want to create business solutions to simplify and automate tasks and processes for you and your team. Now, if I scroll down, you can see that the requirements are design and manage business solutions, analyze and visualize data, and create business solutions. Now, you can see that this exam was last updated on January the 19th, 2024, and there is nowhere here which shows that it is being retired. However, if you go to the Microsoft Learn blog, there is a Microsoft Credentials Roundup. Now, it starts off with the Microsoft Applied Skills. So Microsoft Applied Skills are a different way to test your skills with actual projects. And you can see that Microsoft have released 5 new Microsoft Applied Skills, and they're looking forward to offering new ones regarding Microsoft Fabric. But then if we scroll down, we can see that not only is the DP500 designing and implementing enterprise scales analytics solutions using Microsoft Azure and Microsoft Power BI is being retired in favor of the new DP600, we also see that effective June the 30th, 2024, Microsoft will retire the PL-100 exam. Now, the rationale stated by Microsoft is that they have their new applied skills credentials. And if I scroll up, you can see that we have create and manage automated processes by using Power Automate, create and manage Canvas apps with Power Apps, and create and manage model-driven apps with Power Apps and Dataverse. Now, if I go back to the PL-100 exam page and click on the study guide, you can see that we do indeed have various parts of those Microsoft Applied Skills assessments. So we have create and manage model-driven apps. We have create and manage Canvas apps and manage screens for Canvas apps. And we also have create Power Automate cloud flows. Now, in my view, the Microsoft Applied Skills assessments go to the level of difficulty that is expected of the PL-100 exam. However, it doesn't go into the broad level that, say, create Power Automate cloud flows is required. So, for instance, there is nothing about creating approvals and monitoring the approval process by using Power Automates and Microsoft Teams. For Canvas apps, run a Microsoft Power Automate cloud flow from a Canvas app isn't there. There's nothing about modern controls and themes or implementing collections and variables. And for model-driven apps, there's nothing about sharing, dashboards, or charts. In addition to this, we have described AI builder models. There is no Microsoft Applied Skills assessment for AI builder models or consuming Microsoft Power BI dashboards. And then if I scroll up, then in the Microsoft Dataverse section, we are missing things like configure Dataverse business rules, describe how Dataverse uses RBAC, role-based access control, and importing and exporting data by using Microsoft Excel. And there's certainly nothing about describe use cases for Power Automate process mining, which was one of the new features that were added in the January 19th update. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you intend to do the PL-100 certification, then now's your opportunity. You have until the 30th of June to do this. Your credential will be valid for 1 year. After that, it will go into the retired section. If you already have the PL-100, then you will be given the opportunity to renew it, presumably at least up till June the 30th. And that extension will be valid for another year. But following that, then you might want to consider looking at the Microsoft Applied Skills assessments. So we have got create and manage Canvas apps with Power Apps, create and manage automate processes by using Power Automate, and create and manage model-driven apps with Power Apps and Dataverse. So if I want any more details about any of these, then just Google Microsoft Applied Skills, click on the announcement at Microsoft.com, and then click on Microsoft Applied Skills again, and then click on Browse Applied Skills. So you can see currently there are 19 skills here. And if I click on Microsoft Power Platform, here are the 3 which are effectively replacements for the PL-100. So if I click, for instance, on Create and Manage Model-Driven Apps, you can see that we have got these tasks. There is also a learning path, but do bear in mind that the learning path is fairly independent of the Microsoft Applied Skills. For example, we've got Create Forms. That's there. Charts, not there. And Dashboards, not there. So if you do go down the learning path, then make sure you remember what tasks you need to perform. So what is your learning path after the 30th of June 2024? Well, first of all, you should start with the PL-900. So this is the Microsoft Power Platform Fundamentals. So this takes you through the various apps: Microsoft Power BI, Power Apps, both Canvas and model-driven apps, Power Automate, and other solutions. Then you may wish to have a look at the Microsoft Applied Skills Assessments. At the time of recording, these assessments are free. And then afterwards, you might want to look into either the PL-200, which builds on all of the information in the PL-100. So it goes deeper into Power Apps and Power Automate cloud flows, as well as introducing Power Pages. Or you might want to go into the PL-400, which is all about programming. So expanding your Power Platform solution using languages such as JavaScript, TypeScript, C#, and also using JSON and HTML. So in summary, the PL-900 is your first starting port of call for the Power Platform. And then you can build on it using the PL-100 exam up to the 30th of June, or using the free Microsoft Applied Skills, which are available now and which are free. And then you can dig deeper into the PL-200 or PL-400 if you so wish. And if we can help you on your Power Platform journey, then I hope you will consider our video courses. So we have video courses for the PL-900, 100, 200, 300, and 400, as well as the Microsoft Applied Skills. For more information, please go to our website, idodata.com. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, then why not click like and why not subscribe and click that bell? That way you'll be notified of any new videos. The next video I'm going to create is all about the 2024 learning path for the Power Platform. So if that's available, you'll see it on the end screen. I'm Philip Burton of idodata.com. Thanks for watching and keep learning.